So I wanted to introduce myself and the purpose of Positively Chronic Travels as a platform. So I created Positively Chronic Travels as a way to provide you with insights, resources and experiences about living with multiple chronic illnesses to help you with travel and daily management. Like many chronic illnesses, there is no cure for the chronic illnesses that I have, and therefore quality of life is dependent on daily management strategies to maintain health and wellness. And these strategies range from a multitude of factors, from diet, pain relief, supplements, physio and exercise, routine changes, and mental health and wellness. The platform started as an Instagram account, and here's a little breakdown of where the name Positively Chronic Travels came from. Positively. So it's meant to be a place that is full of colour and maybe yummy looking food or beautiful locations that can brighten up your day whilst you also learn something that may help you on your chronic illness journey. Chronic, the obvious meaning of chronic illness because I have multiple. Chronic travel. So I was supposed to be travelling for 18 months or just as long as my health would allow me to. And so chronic travels is a little play on words regarding never-ending travel. So my travels have been cut short due to coronavirus, but as soon as travel is safe again, I'll be back out travelling and documenting the experiences and sharing more tips and hopefully sharing lots of beautiful locations with you. It's also an account for discussion, to connect the community and like-minded people, to empower people with similar chronic illnesses and experiences, but also to learn and share insights together so that we can help as many people with chronic illnesses as possible. Across this platform and positivelychronictravels.com, you'll be able to find the following. Travel. Sharing top tips, packing lists and key things to consider when travelling with chronic illness. My favourite places for travelling and accessible resorts that I recommend, and sharing travel routes and itineraries. Recipes. Lots of recipes that are suitable for people who have maybe lots of allergies or are on lots of elimination diets. So making them as accessible as possible, as easy to prepare as possible, and packed with vegetables and nutrients, and as anti-inflammatory as possible. So I've been creating loads of these that might suit you, so you can check them out at positivelychronictravels.com or on my Instagram page. Management strategies. So since the diagnosis of the multiple chronic illnesses that I have, the specialist sent me in lots of different directions for the tools to learn the management strategies just for daily life with chronic illness. And this was quite a long process. So I've collated down all of the strategies that you can use for general pain relief and then symptom specific pain relief. So a lot of the symptoms with chronic illness overlap, which is why I have put together these resources, but you can also create your own because everybody is different, and I very much recognise the need for individualised therapy, and so it's important that you take the strategies maybe with a pinch of salt. Obviously always check with a medical practitioner before you start any of these strategies. It's not medical advice, but it's just kind of suggestions of things that might help to add to your kind of chronic illness toolkit that I hope might be helpful. Also, when people are in pain, the body goes into a state of shock where it perceives danger and it's very heightened, and it can be really, really difficult to think of all the strategies and solutions when you're in pain. And so having these little cards or screenshots that you just quickly refer to can be a really great strategy to just think, okay, I'm in pain with this specific symptom, these are all the things that I can do. So this is why I put these resources together, and I really, really hope they can help you. Clean living. So you can find my recommendations for transitioning to toxin-free clean living. There's an alcohol-free drinks tasting with over 18 different options that you can check out as a video or in graphics, and discover more about the concept of minimalism. On this YouTube channel, I'm going to be sharing loads of video content all about how to manage with travel and daily management with chronic illnesses, all about the topics that I've discussed in the video today. So if this does sound like something you'd be interested in following, please feel free to subscribe below just for updates on when any new videos are released. And if there is anything that you'd also like to see that I haven't mentioned, please feel free to put it in the comments below, and I'll be sure to create some content for you to help with that. And in the meantime, if you want to check out my brand new website, positivelychronictravels.com, for any resources, feel free to check that out as well. And yeah, I hope all of the tips and resources are useful to you and can just help in any way, shape or form, even if it's just a little bit with coping with daily life and travel with chronic illness.